Hi, my name is Chatterjee. I'm one half of CNL Design, and welcome to 47A in Kotachiwadi and to the exhibition Do Hands Have a Chance? KG Subramanyan and Design, where we look very closely at the relationship that KG Subramanyan had to design throughout his extraordinarily long and impressive career. KG Subramanyan was born in 1924 in Kerala, and then having studied in Shantiniketan, he then went to become one of the early faculty at Baroda in the 1950s. And we start the exhibition with work made in the late 1950s when he had left Baroda briefly to become the deputy director of the Weavers Service Centre in Bombay. The Weavers Service Centres had been opened in the mid-1950s. Pupul Jeka was one of the main advisors at the time of their opening, and Subramanyan was brought on as one of the early designers and artists who were engaged with creating designs that then would be sold into the market for craftspeople to use as part of their own textile manufacture. And here you see a newly discovered group of drawings which actually shows from where the inspiration came for the abstract forms you saw just now. And here we have an inscription, Madhya Pradesh wall painting and tattoo designs. So this really gives us an incredible insight into where Subramanyan is drawing inspiration. Now, we're also interested in how Subramanyan engaged with design as a policymaker, and we have films made by the Films Division India in the 1950s and 1970s that looks to the promotion of textiles and handlooms as part of India's drive to internationalize the industry. We're also interested in Subramanyan as a writer, and he of course was fairly critical of the government's relationship to the crafts industry, and that we see through some video excerpts. The second area of design that we engage with in Subramanyan's life are with toys. Having moved back to Baroda in 1961 after his time at the Weavers Service Centre in Bombay, he was part of the initial Fine Arts Faculty Fair, which became an annual event, and it was for the fair that he designed these extraordinary creatures, and these toys would go on to become extremely popular, and he designed and collaborated with others to actually have them disseminated en masse in the 1960s. Along with toys, it was also in the 1960s that Subramanyan began experimenting with illustrations for the Fine Arts Faculty annual fairs. And from that point, he went on to illustrate and author a number of children's books, which we have on display, all published by Seagull Publishers. And we've also have on display Nina Sabnani's wonderful 1987 animation of Subramanyan's A Summer Story. Lastly, in this sequence, we also have on display original collages and watercolors by Subramanyan of the book Poems. So this exhibition looks at Subramanyan's career through a design historical lens, looking at him as a practitioner, as a policymaker, and as a writer. This is part one of a two-part exhibition. The second part will now take place in June in Chatterjee, where we'll use fairly similar material but look at the artist through an art historical lens. I would also mention that these two exhibitions take place on the eve of Subramanyan's centenary year, where there will be a number of different events happening throughout the country, and I think it will be an exciting moment for us to revisit this extraordinary human being's life and times. I hope that you'll join us for as many of those events as possible, but in the meantime, thanks so much and have a great day.